I'm unarmed.
I'm sure you'll understand if I don't take your word for it.
As the customary final request of the condemned man, please, do not kill any more of my people on your way out. Their only crime against you is their loyalty to me.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not. After the train station attacks, I knew it was only a matter of time before they sent someone. Please, sit.
This isn't a social call, Rucker. I'm here to take you in.
Our mandate is to fight for the rights of the augmented. Communicate our message, offer assistance. The Ark is a non-violent organization.
All right, then this should be easy. Come with me, answer our questions, and we'll have you back here in plenty of time to film your next sermon.
I'm not a fool. If I surrender now, I'm never coming back. Once you have me, you intend to make me disappear. But I will not make Solzhenitsyn's mistake. My people and I will resist you.
I thought you were a pacifist.
I am. But I'm more than a leader. I am a symbol. That is why you wish to erase me. If martyrdom is the only way to remain a symbol, then even my death is preferable to my evaporation.
You said you don't want any more of your people getting hurt. But if I have to bring you in by force, I will. And they're gonna try to stop me. There's a better chance of avoiding violence if you come along peacefully. You have my word. I will do everything I can to see that you're treated fairly.
How dare you speak to me of peace and fairness? You assaulted innocent people to get in here and kidnap me on behalf of masters who hide in the shadows, manipulating, controlling, and murdering without the courage to proclaim their convictions in front of the rest of the world.
World leaders aren't gonna visit you in person. They sent me, and your people tried to kill me. Obviously, they have good reasons for not sticking their necks out.
My people were trying to keep you, an armed intruder, away from me. You are the one who incited the violence. You are in no position to lecture anyone here about the dangers of being a public figure. The augmented are suffering a genocide. It begins with demonizing us, treating us as less than human, taking away our rights, exiling us so we are forgotten, and then exterminating us!
Nobody needs to demonize the augmented, Rucker. When innocent people die in a train station explosion, the pro-aug faction responsible shows the world that they are demons.
There. You have just proven my point. I do not advocate violence and terrorism, but you throw these actions in my face because you have been taught to associate me with them. I urge you, I implore you, delay my rest for a time. The bombings are a terrible blow to Ark rights, and I suspect a power play within Ark is imminent. I am certain that these two crises are connected. Surely you're not so blind as to believe that your arrival here, today of all days, is a coincidence.
If you want to clear your name, and you want to show Ark you're the right man to lead them, actions speak louder than words. Prove you're the man you say you are. Come with me now, willingly, your head held high.
How can I? When you've given me no reason to trust you, all you've done is repeat the same demands. Permit me to frame this in words you will understand. If you take me from here, you will be murdering me, perverting the cause, and destroying the Augmented Rights Coalition.
Permit me to return the favor. Come willingly and prove you're a pacifist, or resist and prove you're full of shit. You are the one perverting the cause.
You presume to question my pacifism when you attacked innocent people to get in here. I will not dishonor the cause by giving in to you. Ever. There's one last thing. Before you drag me out of here against my will. What motive could I possibly have for committing the atrocities I'm accused of? With every incident, the gap of fear and hatred that divides Augs and non-Augs widens. Who really benefits when innocents die? Allegedly in the name of Aug rights.
That's a good question.
And a dangerous one. If you ask it too loudly in this place. Somewhere down there, hiding in plain sight, is your real terrorist. I was trying, secretly, to find out who is responsible.
Rucker? Chicane, got a lot of heat coming through the door. I need a way out now.
You fucked it, didn't you?
Now, Chicane.
Relax, there's some greenhouses near your position. Below them is a clearing. You can't miss it. I'm already on my way. Chicane out.
Due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation. Sources tell me that plans are still in the works for a small colony near Clavius. But with the current state of the economy, that seems more like a dream.
Must have been my imagination. Come on, we have to check them. Oh, they're dead!
goddamn good Rucker being dead is going to do for us. Your orders were to bring him in.
I fully intended to.
Then how did this happen?
I think someone being paid to manipulate Ark killed him. Someone in his crew. Rucker told me Ark was being set up, that the real terrorists were hiding in plain sight.
And was he wearing a tinfoil hat when he said this?
The man was devoted to bridging the divide between Augs and Naturals. He knew that every one of these attacks just drives the stake in deeper, and that the only way to fix things was to pull that stake out. I think he would have shared what he knew with us, but...
But somebody killed him, conveniently. You want to know what I think, Agent? I think Rucker was telling you what you wanted to hear. And I think it still leaves us with nothing.
What about Viktor Marchenko?
I ran the name through iLink. Didn't get shit. Why? Are you saying it was him?
Not yet. Not without more to go on.
Then we're right back at square one. Christ. What a mess. You know word of Rucker's death is going to spread, don't you? And when that happens, the head of state police assures me Golem City will become a war zone. We can't let that happen. I hope we're good on juice, Chicane, because I need a ride. As for you, Agent...
I still have a case to solve, and I know exactly where to start, Director. Smiley's had more than enough time to analyze that DSD I gave him.
The one you took from Ruzika?
I'll check in with him, see what's on it. After that, I'll go where the evidence takes me. I intend to make sure the right people are brought to justice for this, whether they're augmented or not.
Get a move on, before this case gets any colder. And keep me in the loop. Let's go, Chicane.
Alex, tell us Rucker's dead.
What?
Poisoned, I think.
Holy shit, man. Rucker was the voice of the Augmented. People loved him for it. When word of this hits, Prague is gonna explode.
And the whole world's watching. Listen, Miller's gone to meet with state police. Could be our chance to determine his loyalties.
He lives near TF-29. You want us to search his apartment?
Not us. Me. You keep digging into that VersaLife break-in. And see what the Collective can dig up on a Viktor Marchenko. If I'm right, and Rucker was poisoned, all three might be connected. Jensen out.
Adam, you there?
Make the best.
I'm not gonna
of it,
believe
he
this,
said.
but without him or Lawless, it's wrong.
You're kidding.
I wish I were. 6 months ago, he got an augmented expert's visa and has been coming and going periodically ever since. Border Control locked him in this morning.
I left in Prague 6 months ago. Where's he staying?
In the Lilioma Courtyard Apartments on Lavani Street, second floor.
I'll check it out.
Mr. Jensen, it is Otar Botkovelli. I have another delicate matter that requires...
I thought we were even, Otar.
We will be even when I say so, my friend. Now then, to business. You will meet Mrs. Kadek, the owner of the Red Queen.
Daniel
I
Fletcher.
understand she has a problem named Dominique.
Let's get this straight. I'm not a cleaner for the Diwalis. Why don't you send one of your own?
Why? Because I am telling you to do it. And don't mention killing. Just meet with Kadek and find your manners. She's a powerful woman.
am paying my way through university.
Well, it has a bit of a reputation. Private rooms,
Do not worry,
by the hour.
beautiful.
You get the
We service all the weather.
She booked a place here?
From Dominic, has he come to his senses?
No, Mrs. Catholic.
I have enough theatrics from that vampire Red. Master Cadlick, I am the owner of the Red Queen. I make a point of knowing everything important, but you, I do not know.
Could be I'm not important.
Oh, please. Have you seen yourself in a mirror lately? Besides, I have a healthy curiosity. It is important to a mother.
Mom wouldn't be thrilled about me being in a place like this.
Really? I can't imagine why. A good time never hurt anyone.
If you say so.
Oh, but I do say so, Metal Man. And my word is law in my domain. So relax. Enjoy yourself. It's a very wholesome place.
Wholesome.
The Red Queen is a family business. My eldest son works the bar. The other does security upstairs. Come in on the weekend, and you'll meet one of my nieces, Agnieszka. She's the late show. You see, around here, nothing comes before family.
This place, it's a Diwali-run operation, is that right?
Half of Prague is a Diwali-run operation. My family has a God-given talent for overseeing things, and well, poor Prague. It was in sore need of oversight.
And what do you oversee exactly?
I oversee this club, obviously, as well as certain relationships, certain efforts that require a matriarch's touch, and the comings and goings of certain strangers who ask too many questions.
I'm flattered if that was a threat.
Be careful, Metal Man. You don't really belong here.
That's what they tell me. I understand your family is very important to you. Does that include a kid named Dominic?
Ah, I didn't think you were here for the scenery.
I'm here to repay a favor.
This club is my confessional. People stop by, whisper in my ear. Sometimes I forgive, sometimes not. Lately, I hear one of the Diwali men wants to reconcile with me. How old-fashioned of him.
He helps you out, you help him out. I take it Dominic's causing some kind of trouble.
Dominic has made bad choices, for himself and for his family. We have tradition to consider. So I ask you, what is the best way to get a hot-headed young man out from where he does not belong?
You talk to him. You say whatever it takes to make him understand your point of view.
I would like nothing more than to strap Dominic to a chair and make him understand my point of view. But first, I need to get him into the chair.
And what did you have in mind?
My hands are bound by politics. You, I think, have the look of someone used to working around political matters. Perhaps you could kidnap Dominic.
All right, where's Dominic now? What do you want me to do?
They call it Hotel Narikala, an old Georgian joke. One of Radic's safe houses. Dominic knows we cannot interrupt Radic's hospitality.
And that's where I come in. It's heavily guarded, I assume.
And surveillance systems, alarms. This is the boy.
So I sneak into this building, find Dominic, tell him he's expected back home.
No. You get in, you incapacitate Dominic. You bring him out and leave him in a cozy storage locker. No one can see any of this happen.
You want me to knock this guy out and drag him through a building full of Radish's men, undetected? You're kidding, right?
Where I am from, abduction of the bride was a time-honored custom. So you think of this as an act for equality. You'll know Dominic by his tattoo. Do not bring me the wrong man. Watch your back.
Is that you? Okay.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Feel the Get lost. This place is not for you. Turn around, Clank. Uyovki are not allowed inside. You're not welcome.
Please be so that. For some reason it...
Everybody seemed overexcited. Did you notice?
Someone's here.
There's a body over here.
Just over there.
When I asked you what the deal with Cadillac and Radich was... Forget that. Don't want to get into family shit.
You asked me this morning, and this is what comes out of your mouth now. I don't want to get into family shit.
Been informed of a disturbance at the Hotel Narikata. I don't know you.
Hey, we did it.
Anything? Go. Nothing important. Let's go.
diversale's cutting-edge rock-a-second leech facility to find more information. Sources inside the R&D campus tell me, however, that this most recent strain
Access granted.
before they can even reach infected areas. Put on new cures and methodologies that will prevent deadly outbreaks from occurring at all. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Picus.
They may have batteries, but we've got this. The Shanxi energy space. For all you.
With irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the Collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
I have been informed of a disturbance.
Because you are always watching. In part one of our two-part look at the Human Restoration Act, I am joined by the head of the Department of Sociology at Harvard, Dr. Stansfield Christensen. It is a pleasure to speak with you, Doctor. Tell me, what do you think the Human Restoration Act will achieve?
When it is passed. And it's a pleasure to speak with you too, Eliza. Listen, I know opponents are saying the Human Restoration Act is a step backward, a devastating blow to basic rights. Justice, everything off the rails. Then the rip.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507. Dr. Christian, for your honest and insightful opinion. This is Eliza Kassan, live. Unbiased and impartial reporting. And now for a closer look at the events and headlines around the world. Here are our top
as corporations who act as individuals, right?
Data archiving phones in
Broadsword. How does this make any sense, you fucking smart?
protecting the sensitive
My job!
secrets of mega corporations and intellectual individuals. I think they're just wasting their time. This is Eliza Casal, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is
In a little while, Steve's gonna hook me up with some of our attachés out in Seattle's Fortress of Solitude. But until then, I have to reiterate something. Okay, who else thinks there are far too many questions that the manual ground in Santo?
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
How the hell are the drugs supposed to get there? Can he guarantee the safe passage of a sufficient supply of neuropozyne doses for people being enslaved? Cows over there. Safe harbor initiative, my ass. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. It can't be worse than Gold City, but there's no way...
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
Tough questions to ensure the Human Restoration Act gets passed, while the crime syndicate... It's gonna be no prisoners! No prisoners! All over!
Restoration Act can give them that.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you, live from Icus. Icus News, global leader in fair, unbiased, and impartial reporting. And now for a close look at the events making headlines around the world. Here are our top stories. Joy in a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the African Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic bank facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vault in the world. Cutting-edge security measures have protected users' secrets.
I never saw a man try harder to look like he came up from the street.
Dominique. He's got the ink. He's done time.
Time in some Moscow boutique. Think he got that shit on his legs.
Radich made the call. You want to talk to Radich about who he recruits? Good luck.
If he wants posers, my hometown is full of them.
You know the deal. Some guys are for doing the shooting, and some are for getting shot.
No one in that room.
We never finished that last hand.
Rather be fucking than watch this shithead.
I get that one a lot, eh, Steve? Well, I want to put this one to bed. No, I'm not a member.
definitely see a doctor.
Stop. I am on the ground.
Hold him! I'm moving to a better spot.
Follow me! We learned how to kill your kind during the incident, or you bug! Up there!
Nothing to report on this floor. We never finished that last hand. This kid is about as hard as pie.
No!
Dominic! Can you talk?
This is Eliza So, reporting to you live from Picus. Press a threat to our freedom? In the hands of irresponsible journalists, it can be. Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers, for exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage they have.
I have a daughter. She's not too young.
Basta. Okay, forget I said anything. I didn't realize you were dead.
Cadlick, I delivered your boy Dominic. No one saw me go in or out.
Impressive. How is he?
He's still out cold. Might want to ease off on the bright lights when he comes around.
I'll keep that in mind. We do want him to be as attentive as possible. I think this concludes our business tonight. detected.
Mr. Jensen, it is...
Otar, I know. I can see your face on the info link. I did the job for Cadlick.
She told me herself. It is the first time we have spoken in... what? Oh, things change, huh? The debt you took for color is paid. Perhaps it is now I who owes you the favor.
I'll remember it, Otar.
You do that, my friend.
Adam, did you check out that apartment on Vani Street yet?
I've been busy.
Don't miss this chance, son. Based on past border control logs, Orlov never stays in Prague for very long.
Can't be back against that kind of thing.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
That's quite a look. Make it through this shift.
Seraph. I found Orlov. He's dead.
What? Are you sure it's him?
Well, technically I never met him before. I did, however, meet a doctor who looks just like him in Alaska. In that clinic I told you about. His name then was McFadden.
Christ, Adam. What exactly happened to you in that clinic?
I don't know. I was in the coma ward. It was run by the World Health Organization. Facility 451. Can you dig into it?
Of course.
I'm gonna search this body and the apartment and see what I can find.
Anomaly detected. Tray access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied. Access granted.
City has gone to hell. Nice go.
Oh, hey. Adam, what's going on?
Miller sent me to...
Checking my progress? Really? I said it would be done when it's done. You can't rush these things, Adam. Excellence takes time.
Right. So...
Well, I was right. Am I good or am I good?
What did you find?
Oh, just some isolated fragments from what looks like the bomb's timing mechanism. And get this, it's a Stanek.
Stanek? The bomb's timing mechanism was a wristwatch?
Well, to address your incredulous tone, a mechanical timing mechanism is not as silly as it sounds. Security scanners can detect anything with a suspicious electronic circuit, so using a low-tech solution is really clever.
Static watches are custom-made locally. I think I'll pay the shop a visit.
It's probably closed. Let's see if I can find you a second option. Yeah, got it. Nomad Stanek, founder and owner of the store, lives in the Davnia Vod district near Pilgrim Station. That's Putnik Nadraji in Czech, I think. Building number 96, second floor.
Nice, I'll check it out.
Great, let me know how it goes.
Just remember that.
I probably should have untied it before I left. Are you blind? Janet's shop won't be open for a while.
The clockman's clock is ticking.
You got me. What is it? They always come out. I think I
Investors around the world today rejoice in a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Pakistan Bank. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic lake facilities hold the largest and most secure data archiving vault in the world. Adding such security measures has protected sensitive systems of mega corporations and influential individuals.
Trade access granted.
Nomad, my friend. What did I say? Deny help, Nomad. And now, they come to me to take care of you. Business is business, my friend. You are a true artist. I will wear it with pride.
I am joined by the head of
Smiley, Stanek wasn't at his apartment, but I did find what looked like bomb-making equipment and a trap set by the Diwali.
You're kidding.
I also found out where he might be. The Red Light District, at a bar across the street from the Red Queen. I'm heading there now.
We have a couple of agents in that district watching the Diwali now. I'll send them over.
Copy that.
City has gone to
We're actually nothing here.
This is pretty good.
Hey, I'm a citizen. I have rights. You cannot detain me without charging me. This I know.
And I know you're gonna sit there quietly and wait with us like a good little watchmaker.
I've got this, Agent Riley. You and your partner can relax for a few minutes.
Wait a minute. I know you. You've been in my shop. What is this?
You have some things to answer for, Mr. Stanek. We have evidence linking you and your shop to the train station bombing.
Bombing? No, I would never. I wouldn't even know where to start. You have the wrong man.
Do I? Convince me. I have a timing device with your name on it, and I found the tools to make even more bombs in your apartment. What else am I supposed to think?
But you've been to my shop. You know I fix watches. I don't make bombs. No, those tools aren't mine. They belong to my...
Your daughter?
No. Look, take me in. I'm the one you're looking for, not her. I have made bombs for them.
I don't think so. Protecting your daughter is admirable, Mr. Stanek. But you're not doing her any good by taking the blame. You need to tell me what you know.
You're right, I know. Allison was in the military. She always wanted to belong, to be part of something greater than herself. She was such a beautiful child. Gifted.
What happened?
After the incident, she met some people. They said they were her friends, but I could see they only wanted to use her. Parasites, and now they have taken her. You must help. She is not to blame for this. She has been coerced.
Calm down. What do you mean they've taken her?
Allison and I were supposed to meet here tonight. Instead, one of them came by, spewing curses about fleshers and naturals. He gave me a message from her. She was saying goodbye. But she would never. They used her, and now they intend to make her disappear.
Does your daughter have the expertise to do this?
Much more than I do. She was in the military. EOD, they called it. Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
The bomb squad?
Yes. She was happy in the military. They augmented her, rebuilt her to make her better at what she did. But after the incident, she was dishonorably discharged. She was lost.
That's when these new friends found her.
Ugh. They exploited her, and now they plan to discard her.
What do you know about these friends of hers?
Other than they were augmented? Not much. They only spoke to Allison when they came to the shop. As if anyone unaugmented was beneath them. They kept talking about the Ascension, whatever that is.
Your apartment was booby-trapped by Radic Nikoladze.
What? Why would he... I guess friendship means nothing to a thug.
What happened?
I was never a wealthy man, but my shop is well known and respected. Reddish liked my watches. He knew I needed money after what happened to Allison, so we strike a deal. But deals are like beautiful women to that man. A better one always comes around.
Where can I find Allison, Mr. Stanek?
I wish I knew. I would go and get her away from those people. I was about to go looking for her when your goons showed up.
We'll find her. I need you to go with these agents. I'll have some more questions for you.
No! I have to go! I have to help her! She's all I have.
Please, let us do our job.
Find my daughter, or I will!
Smiley, I spoke to Stanek. He's not our guy, but he has a daughter, Allison. Ex-military, EOD. She might be the bomb maker.
So what's our next move?
Stanek says he doesn't know where she is, but I think he's hiding something. The agents are bringing him in. Until he gives her up, this investigation is stalled.
I'll make sure they lean on him. See what he knows.
Good. Let me know what happens.
Tak tohle teda nešlo podle plánu.
Be nice to find another bottle. Something to keep us warm.
Yes.
Did they reach the owner?
Not yet.
Think he could have been inside the shop?
I can't believe Rucker's dead.
That bastard had it coming.
Alex, I'm in Miller's apartment. The man keeps a tight ship.
What do you expect? He's former SAS. Military life will make a neat freak out of anyone. If he's got secrets in there, Adam, they'll be well hidden.
Everyone's got to tell. I just need to know more about him to understand his. I think I got something, Alex. Miller's NSN access card. He must have left it behind when he logged into his second computer.
His second computer? Anything incriminating on it?
He's going around the system, using personal connections to look into... things. But that can mean anything. We need to hear more of that NS10 conversation.
Shit, man, that's risky. But we may have to.
Why? You find something on VersaLife?
It ain't good. Meet me in the small courtyard near TF-29. I'll explain.
What's this?
How much?
Alex, you here?
Hey, thanks for being quick. Didn't want to be seen hanging around by myself for too long in case you got held up.
I can be a gentleman, sometimes. You said you got something on VersaLife.
Yeah, a couple of months back, a research assistant was found dead in the Roca Seca beach facility. Special Projects Division. She was poisoned, just like Rucker.
She? You got her name?
Anik Norstad. Why? You know somebody there?
Doesn't matter. Forget it.
I can't stand VersaLife, Adam. Back when I was flying for Bell Tower in Panama, I stumbled into deep shit with them. They're the reason I've got a target on my back. They told my bosses to kill me.
If they're involved in this, we'll get them. We just need to know what this is. Tell me more about this researcher.
The information we found on Norstad was buried deep. No police report, no autopsy. Just a footnote on an insurance claim, calling it an industrial accident.
She was working with dangerous pathogens, wasn't she?
Supposedly. Janus thinks there's more to it. He's the one who found the report. Said it was off.
Off how?
Lots of blank spaces and missing details. Didn't really go into it.
And you didn't think to ask, did you?
You saying I fucked up?
I'm saying Janus thinks a lot of things. And somehow always manages to find the answer when nobody else can. You don't find that odd?
I find it reassuring. The Collective has people everywhere gathering all kinds of intel. But Janus is what holds us together, helps us make sense of it. He picks the signal out of the static.
And yet you've never met him.
Nobody meets Janus. Nobody even knows where he is, who he is, hell, even what he is. You get used to it after a while. For me, the key thing is what he finds. Norstad was poisoned, Adam, just like Rucker. Are we looking at some kind of bioweapon here?
Miller's access card might help us find out.
How? I don't follow you.
NSN exchanges are stored in the system's cloud memory. If I log in as Miller using his access card, I might be able to play back more of that conversation he had with the bosses.
Shit, Adam, this isn't like planting a bug. You have to actually use the chair. For a while. If anyone catches you.
It's a risk I'm willing to take.
Your call. But I want to be plugged in and listening the whole time you're in there. Just be careful, man. Call me when you've accessed the machine.
Seems like everyone is passed.
Alex, I'm in. Anything I need to know before I start up this chair?
Every NSN is different, man, so I'm not sure what to expect. I'm guessing you'll end up in some kind of virtual conference room. No one else should be in there.
And if they are?
They'll see you as Miller, so say something snippy and log off.
Okay. Where do I find these stored conversations?
Hell if I know. This is your plan. But holographic recordings take up a lot of virtual memory, so you may have to look in several places.
I'll just have to play it by ear.
Exactly. The whisper chip is still in place, though, so we'll both know when you've done it. Good luck, Adam.
This is different.
Sending your team to Dubai was my call, but now we need to go by the book. Focus on Ark.
You want me to pin all of this on them? The bombings in Prague, the break-in at VersaLife, Dubai?
Officially, all 5 attacks involved augmented terrorists. Is that clear?
Yes, sir. But send the reports if you want me to prove it. Because Ark doesn't operate in North America.
Place call, Hong Kong Alpha 10, priority message. We've got a problem. Miller wants to see a report on the break-in.
What break-in?
The one your San Francisco research facility is supposed to have any day now.
What? What exactly did you tell him? Never mind. I'll take care of it. In fact, it may even help me clean up a related incident. What have you heard from our man inside Ark?
Not much. He has to be careful transmitting. Rucker may be onto him.
Then it's time for him to use the Orchid. Tell him.
Killing Rucker... Are you sure it's a good idea? I mean, it'll certainly make things easier during Phase 2, but...
Are you doubting me, Joseph?
I'm merely concerned that the rest of the Council might not like your call. They seem less cohesive these days.
Rucker's death may upset some of them. But at this juncture, Brown is the only person we pay attention to. Once Rucker is dead, I'm positive he's going to make his move. Do it!
End call. Alex, did you get all that?
Hell yeah. Don't tell me this isn't the proof we're looking for, Adam. This is big. Janus needs to hear it.
I want to talk to him this time. Set it up. Let me know where.
I'll see what I can do. Later, man.
Adam, what are you doing in here?
Suppose I could ask you the same thing, Delara.
I'm worried about Vince Black, the head of our organized crime division. I was leaving a message for Director Miller asking if he's heard from him.
Black's still deep undercover inside the Diwali organization, isn't he?
The kind of deep that can be hard to swim back from sometimes, yeah. He's supposed to meet with me once a week so I can bring him back into the shallows, only he never showed for our first meeting.
From what I know of the Diwali, their influence extends outside of the Czech Republic. Maybe he's out of town.
Maybe. Maybe you could find out?
Sure. I think I can do some digging around for you. When was the last time you heard from him?
First and last time was in his office a few days ago. He seemed antsy, kind of nervous that I was there, you know?
Well, then maybe I'll poke around his office a little while I'm here.
Why stop now, right? Well, listen, Adam, Lyon's waiting on my initial batch of reports, and I'm sure Director Miller wouldn't be too pleased to find us standing in his office, so... Unless there's something else, I think this is where I'll check out.
You mentioned Leon is expecting your first batch of reports. You don't answer to Director Miller?
I'm a civilian employee, specializing in habituating deep cover operatives.
You're not an agent. So why did you choose to work with badges?
I started out working for LIM International, helping patients cope with the emotional strain of augmentation. After the incident, I needed to change my focus. Interpol was looking, so I moved my clinic to the public sector.
So you answer directly to Joseph Manderley?
It was Joe's idea to get a psychological clinic up and running inside our field offices. But listen, Adam, I have a small mountain of agent files to process, so if there isn't anything else...
Is there anything in Black's psyche, Val, that leads you to believe he's capable of maybe undermining the task force? Is there a chance he's gone off reservation?
Human beings are predisposed to damaging everything they come into contact with. Of course he's capable. As am I. As are you.
So these evaluations you conduct with him, they're useless in determining a course of action he might take.
I don't have a crystal ball. And Black's last eval predates my arrival here. Nonetheless, it's still helping me understand what he's dealing with on a subconscious level. That he may be in trouble. I wish I had something more concrete for you to go on.
Joe, huh? Sounds like you and Manderley are close.
We're close because I used his first name?
Well, you said you joined TF-29 after the incident. I assume that maybe you and Manderley started together when the task force was launched.
No. I arrived after Joe did. Look, Adam, we should probably get out of here, don't you think?
Yeah, you're probably right. I am curious, though, where Manderley came from exactly. Heard he jumped over quite a few heads to get to the big chair at TF-29. Must have some pretty influential friends pulling strings.
Why the interest in our boss?
I'd just like to know who everyone is.
If Joe had help, I'm sure it was from people who share his vision for what this task force could become. Anyway, listen, I really do think it's best if we get out of Miller's office before he returns, so if you'll excuse me.
managed to track Vince all the way to the repertory cinema yesterday evening. But the camera...
And now for a close look at the events making Investors around the world today rejoiced in a decision by the Czech Republic to approve expansion plans for the Palisade Bank Corporation. Located in Prague, the bank's iconic lake facility hold the largest and most secure data archiving vaults in the world. Security measures have protected since privacy laws first passed. Sources close to the bank tell me that no hacker has ever come close to breaching the bank's defenses, despite its almost astronomical number of attempts. Between you and me, folks, I think they're just wasting their time. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Icus. Ariel is our portable data. Russia's death has got everything under their control. Ariel, up, deadly infectious diseases are at the center of some disturbing.
Delara, I'm in Vince's office. I think I have a lead. An appointment Vince made with an informant.
That sounds promising, Adam. You willing to follow up?
Only way to find out what happened to him.
If something happened to him. Let's not assume the worst just yet.
Oh, hello.
Adam, Janus heard the NSN conversation we recovered. He agrees you two should meet.
Good. Just tell me where.
There's an abandoned tourist information center in the central plaza. Make sure you're not followed. And I got something on Marchenko for you too. Details are on a pocket secretary near the meetup point. Look for a trash bin with a chalk mark above it. You'll find it near the metro.
Got it.
Jestli v tom fakt jedou, jak to zastavit?
Area under surveillance.
One more time. That's it.
And then I said, you want how much? And then he said, 50 credit. I mean, it'll got
Co je
Shake the shakes.
Když bychom tak mohli zastřelit každýho auga, co uvidí.
Premises are secure. Continue general patrol mode.
Nemůžu uvěřit, že trčíme. Co chceš, abych ti dával hlášení každých pár minut? Užíváte si vyhlídku?
I'll quit, that's all.
Get them off me!
Who listens to that garbage?
Say something?
No one is crazy enough to attack us.
Ah, fuck.
I just love short
Nest
talking balding
nations,
men with a
shit,
sense of
sex.
humor. You like my moves, baby?
I love your moves. You dance so...
The things I would do to
Well, well.
My favorite color is black. What about you? Are you Vincent Black? It's me, Dobramila. Please, you... No, you are too... I'm sorry. I have made a mistake. I'm waiting for someone.
I know about your meeting. And I'm as eager to find Vince as you are. Maybe we can help each other.
Who are you? What is it you think you know?
Vince and I work together. I know who he is. I know what he does. And I know there are people worried about him.
Is he in danger? Has something happened to him?
I don't know yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. But I get the feeling he's not the only one who might be in danger. That was some shot in the dark. You had no way of knowing who I was while I was here.
It wasn't a total shot in the dark. You're obviously not the Valley. Though I should have known right away that Vince Black wouldn't be augmented. I should be more discreet. We both should.
What kind of trouble are you in, exactly?
Vince wanted me to tell information about my husband's operation. Vlista runs a... It's something Vince was digging into. Come closer. Pretend you're kissing my neck.
Your husband runs a Diwali operation. I'm assuming there are people in here who know who he is. You don't think me kissing his wife might draw unwanted attention?
Flirting is one thing. They expect it. He cheats on me, I cheat on him. But his business is something else entirely. We must be discreet, darling. Please, I'll tell you whatever I can. Whatever you want. But not here. This isn't the time to ask questions. You understand, yes?
We should talk somewhere else.
I am leaving by train tonight. There is a secluded courtyard by the tracks. Shikashka. Go before me and I'll meet you there. I don't want anyone to see us walking out together.
You sure you'll be alright until then?
I've survived marriage to that man for this long. I think I can make it one more night. I'll be okay. I just need another drink to get my courage up and to loosen my tongue. We'll see each other soon. I promise.
Not my type.
Please,
Remind me of my...
Larry, there?
What is it, Adam? Any word on what happened to Vince?
I just spoke to his contact. A woman he was supposed to meet to get info on some Diwali op. Problem is, he never showed up.
I have a really bad feeling about this. Do whatever you can, Adam, to pick up his trail. Let's hope he's all right.
Hate to see what these bulbs are.
ready, like I am not a citizen here.
Look, madam. Your paper states right here that you are currently restricted to the precaution.
Fuck this! I'm taking you in. I've never heard of it.
Hands behind your head.
After the rolling, why rockers figure is down right? I want to make sure I wasn't followed. I think it is safe for us to talk here. Finally, together we can make Vlasta pay.
Vlasta, your husband. What's this about exactly? You said you have information.
Smuggling. Weapons. Drugs. Whores. You name it, darling. All of it is heading east. I have the address of the locker where everything is stored. And I have the code to get in. You will see for yourself. And then you will do what you think is best.
You want me to shut down your husband's smuggling operation? Why?
I agreed to sell out my husband in exchange for a new life. Vince and I were still negotiating the details. You are looking for Vince, trying to pick up his trail. I guess I am negotiating with you now.
How did you know to trust Vince with all this? What made you believe he can help?
I didn't know. Not for sure. All I knew is that very few are willing to stand up to men like my husband. I had heard that Vince Black was one of those men. But when he didn't show up to our meeting, I don't know what to think of him anymore. I put my faith in you now.
Do you know of any other ways to contact Vince? Or do you know anything that might explain why he didn't show up?
All I know is that Vince wanted information about my husband. And that my husband... Vlasta knew the name Vince Black. He cursed it often. I believe he feared Vince.
All this sneaking around, exposing your husband's criminal activities. How much danger do you think you're in?
I don't know. I was scared waiting inside that damn club. Paranoid. But I think the worst is over. I'll be out of Prague within the hour and he'll never see me again. Assuming you can pay, of course.
What else do I need to know about your husband?
Lesta is like all young Diwali. You cannot argue with them. You cannot intimidate them. You cannot appeal to their heart. All he cares about is delivering on time. And chasing after women who are not his wife.
Is that why you want to get back at him? Because of something he's done to you?
I have no illusions about who I married. I knew he was ambitious, eager to please the wrong kinds of men. But I didn't think he would turn into this monster. I want him to test failure, to have to walk home with his tail between his legs.
If I get involved in this, there's a chance he might not walk home at all.
What you do with the information I sell you is up to you. All I care about now is starting over.
Alright, this information you have, how much do you want for it?
The price of a ticket to Berlin, with enough left over to start my new life. That is what Vince and I had agreed. They say Berlin is a good city for those wanting to be lost.
Here, the ticket's already been bought, open-ended. You leave when you want.
All right. Thank you. My husband owns a storage locker next to the Palisade Bank. The code is 2565. It is the centerpiece of his operation. I hope you find what you're looking for.
Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into. I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. Delara, that Diwali op Vince was digging into. I've got the address of a smuggling locker he was looking for.
Huh, maybe he's still looking. Or maybe he found it some other way. This information, you came by it how exactly?
The informant Vince was supposed to meet. She agreed to work with me instead.
That doesn't surprise me. You're good at gaining people's trust, Adam. It's a rare skill.
Point is, I got a lead. I'll let you know what I find.
I'd rather go see the blue one. Who listens to that garbage?
you doing? Who are you? What are you doing here? If Vlasta sees you, waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
Not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's got to be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
Golem was hell. It is hell. I understand doing whatever it takes to get as far away as possible.
If you believe that, then you have to leave. I promised Vince I would follow the rules. If Vlasta finds you here, he'll get paranoid and call off our deal. And then he'll call Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davni Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know. Please, this is my ticket now. Do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Vlasta comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here, and told me to wait. It's Vlasta! Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Katka at the club by 9.
Katka might have to wait.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olivier, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down, sell them for parts.
Olivier's already paid you for a safe trip out of here. Now I'm gonna tip extra, just to make sure she gets a smooth ride. Money talks, right?
Always. All right, friend. But you need to leave right now. Do that, and everybody wins.
Everybody wins when Olivier gets where she needs to go. I'm gonna follow up on her. If she doesn't make it to Rabia safely.
Don't worry. She'll get there. First fucking class. Now leave. Of course it's easy.
Murderers in uniform.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý. I'm watching. Nice, I need a barrier gun. Got it. Let's keep moving.
This is ridiculous. Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Mill.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Seems as though there are more police than usual.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Please don't make this meeting last any longer than it should.
Janus, if this is your idea of a face-to-face meeting, I'm not impressed.
You didn't think I would jump on a plane to Prague, did you?
I guess not. The conversation we recovered. You know who Manderley was talking to, don't you?
Robert Page, CEO of Page Industries and owner of the VersaLife Corporation. He's a multi-billionaire.
Doesn't mean we can't arrest both of them for conspiracy to commit murder. We heard Page give the order to kill Rucker.
In a recorded conversation that you obtained illegally. It's fruit from the poisonous tree, Mr. Jensen. It won't stand up in court.
What about this orchid, then? Can we find out more about it?
I think we should find out. I'm digging on my end, but there may be something you can do in Prague. VersaLife has an account at the Palisade Property Bank. If you can get to their data vault, we may find some of the answers we're looking for.
You're telling me to break into a bank?
ARC is being manipulated, set up to take the fall for something. Most likely another terror attack.
Fine. What about this Brown? Page mentioned him and some sort of council. Nathaniel Brown, maybe, head of the Santo Group?
Perhaps. Nathaniel Brown stands to earn trillions if the Human Restoration Act passes, but...
Janus.
Adam! The site's been compromised. I just spotted sentry drones headed your way.
What? How? I wasn't followed.
Maybe somebody at PRE detected Janus's hack into the electrical grid. I don't know. Just get out of there.
Continuing general control mode.
I did not like the way those guards from the bank were looking at me.
Mr. Jensen, it's Nomad Stanek. Please, please, you must help.
Mr. Stanek, how did you...
My daughter. They're going to kill her. I gave your friends the slip, and when I got to here...
Where?
The Prakalska district. An apartment complex behind the laundromat. Please, hurry.
Always like the guard tricks when
That kind of be. The whole department is corrupt.
Adam, you okay? Those drones...
I'm fine. Whoever sent them didn't succeed.
Thank God for that. Listen, Janus just called. VersaLife is closing their account, moving everything out of that data vault tonight. This can't wait. You gotta get over there now.
I can't. I found the bomb maker. She can tell us everything. But she's about to be killed.
What? Shit, man, they're cleaning up loose ends. I can't break into a bank, not by myself. And if we don't do this now, we lose the Orchid. Fuck!
But if I don't go to the Prakowska district, the bomb maker dies, and we're back to square one.
Your call, man.
Well, look at this. We have a real shiny one here. What you got hiding in those arms, Clank?
This should cover the basics.
Keep your hands where you can keep them. 847? Kurva. What the fuck are you? Some kind of a super soldier?
What I am is in a hurry.
Yes. Yes, I bet you are. Go ahead, you're clear.
What took you so long? You need to get in there.
What is this place?
This is where they're holding my daughter. After I evaded your agents, I followed one of those fanatics, and he led me here.
Where's she?
He said she was on one of the upper floors, but no one is allowed to go up there. These lunatics are armed. They'll shoot anyone who tries. Oh, what are they going to do to her?
It's okay. Mr. Stanek, stay here. I'll take care of it.
Welcome, Seeker. The Ascension is near.
So many have found their way here. The message is far-reaching.
The mother's words whisper into the ears of the chosen.
Soon we will all be united.
Soon we will all be one. Ah!
We should
That
continue.
is why they have sealed the upper floors. Only those performing the duty.
You're not going to the bank, are you?
Like I said, the bomb maker.
Can tell us everything, I know. But we're talking about a bioweapon, Adam. Once that vault is cleared out, whatever information was stored on the Orchid will be wiped clean. Gone.
Yeah, I get it.
Time is the enemy right now, Adam. I hope you reconsider. I hope you find this bomb maker, Adam, because I just watched a convoy of armored vans leaving the bank.
VersaLife cleared everything out.
Yeah, we just lost the best chance we had to find out how to counter the Orchid. Access granted.
We are on.
Now is not the time to get started. We have no choice. We cannot tell it all. Our children are so close. We have a mind in that I do not think so. There is enough redundancy in the system to support the slight drop in the voltage. Okay.
You should go.
I lost him!
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
How long do we keep it? Do not let your guard down.
I missed anything?
You'll need to be more watchful.
I must keep the others safe.
The area was secure. Nothing here. Double check.
initiated. Access granted.
Yes, there is nothing more we can do. Going.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
This will end soon. We cannot afford any trouble.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Who's here? What's going on out there? I told you I was not to be distant. Oh my. Come in. Come in and let me see you. How did you get in here? And how did you know to come now? Tonight of all nights, when we are finally ready to answer the call of the Machine God's infinite wisdom. Surely, your arrival here is not coincidental.
I'm looking for Allison Stanek.
Of course you are. And you have found her on the eve of her greatest achievement. But do you seek counsel? Assistance in your prayers or meditations? Or are you here to join us? To free yourself from this prison of flesh and give yourself to the glory of the singularity? If there is any way your High Priestess can be of assistance to you, I am more than happy to provide.
I want to ask you about the bombs you built for the attack on Ruzicka Station.
Is that all? My augmented brother Victor is a brave man and a great leader. When he asked me to build some of my little ones for him, I was proud to accept.
I know Victor. If he's behind these attacks, I'd like to have a talk with him.
After our flesh-flood oppressors sent one of their dogs to murder Talos Racker, Victor moved his base of operations to a research center in the Swiss Alps. Garm, I believe it is called.
Garm? Okay, got it.
That is why you came here? You entered this sacred place to solicit my help against Victor's holy revolution? Traitor! Blasphemer! And I believed you were one of us.
I am. I just have a more inclusive idea of who us is.
Then you have become their willing slave. But not I. I have felt the boots of the police as they spat on me and mocked me for who I was. I could have lain down, like you. But I persevered. And the Machine God has given me my reward. I emerged from the crucible enlightened.
Your father told me you were once a soldier, a defender of innocent people. Now you help murderers. You need to find yourself again. You've let them turn you into someone you're not.
Who the fuck are you to tell me who I should be? You do not get to decide that! I have had enough taken from me! All the augmented have. Only when the last throat of the flesh flood has been slit, and their filthy blood overflows the sewers of the world, will they have gotten what they deserve.
That's a great idea. Murder more innocents. That'll really help convince everyone that Augs are decent people who can be trusted not to go crazy and hurt anybody.
You arrogant, patronizing fuck! I hope Victor's next attack blows you to pieces.
His next one?
Of course. I gave him enough of my little ones to bring the entire city to rubble. So go, and join a pro-decommissioning rally. Or any other event with poor security.
Hey, we're not done here. Allison? Oh, shit.
It is time. It's time now. The body is the prison. Augmentations are the key. The consciousness is all.
Cast off the bounds of flesh and blood. Embrace the singularity.
Allison, stop! I know what you're doing. I've seen this kind of tech before. It ended badly.
Your ignorance of your own people is contemptible. This is the Ascension. Only our bodies will die. Our minds will leave this corporeal shell and merge with the divine consciousness of the Machine God.
I'm more interested in preventing another attack. What's Victor's next target?
I didn't bother asking him. I am going to leave you and all the pathetic concerns of this physical plane far behind. To become one with the machine god is to enter an entirely new existence.
What kind of high priestess ignores the enlightenment of her people? You attained it by surviving through hardship, but Victor's choking that process off. You can't become enlightened if you're dead.
No, you cannot. And that is why our oppressors must be stopped. Yet instead of siding with us, you presume to lecture me? Everything in this material plane is a miserable, worthless lie. You are free to wallow in this shit if you prefer. But those of us that aspire to a greater reality need something to deliver us from this one.
That sounds heretical, or irrational at the very least. This world made you enlightened. If it accomplished that, you can't say everything is a worthless lie.
Oh, that is very clever of you. I underestimated how devoted you are to rooting in filth. Goodbye, my ignorant, deluded brother. I hope someday you do become enlightened and I see you on the other side. But I doubt it!